All right, we are going to do some 2-point perspective cubes. You probably did 1-point perspective in either 6th or 7th grade. So this is moving on to teach you 2-point perspective. I will also give you links to how to do 1-point perspective in case you forgot and you need a review. And then as you move into high school, you might do more 1- and 2-point perspective, and then you'll also probably do multi-point perspective. So for 2-point perspective, I'm going to set up my page with a horizon line. Sorry, my pencil is broken. So I've got a horizon line right across the center of the page. And then with 1 point, we had a point in the center. With 2-point, we're going to have 2 vanishing points, 1 at each side of the paper, hence the 2-point perspective. So horizon line, vanishing points. Now, with 2-point perspective, when I'm going to do a cube, I use my ruler and make sure it's vertical, and you can check if it's vertical because it'll match the edge of your paper. And I'm going to make a vertical line here. So that's step 1. So step 1, make a line. Then step 2, we're going to go from the top of that line to the left vanishing point, and the bottom of that line to the left vanishing point, the top of the line to the right vanishing point, and the bottom of the line to the right vanishing point. It's pretty important for these steps that you use a ruler. If you don't have a ruler at home, in the directions it'll say you can find something else with a straight edge, but if your lines are wobbly or not hitting where they're supposed to, you'll ruin the illusion. So 2 will just say top and bottom to both points. Okay, then number 3, you need parallel lines. What that means is I just have to decide how big my cube is going to be. So I've got a vertical here, then I've got to scoot over and make another vertical. Check with the edge of your paper to make sure you really are vertical. And a vertical over here. Then number 4, to close it, you've got a crisscross. And what that means is this corner that I just created and this corner that I just created, I've got to cross to the opposite vanishing point. So that corner, the left corner to the right point, and the right corner to the left point. So now there's my cube. These, of course, are guidelines. So if they're bothering you, if they're like a distraction, you can just erase those. I'm not going to erase them all right now, and then just have your cube floating. So let's do one down here. Number 1, make a line, and I probably should say make a vertical line. Vertical. Number 2, top and bottom to both points. And remember, do all this with a ruler. If you want to erase these lines later, you can make them white. So top and bottom to the left point, top and bottom to the right point. Number 3, parallel lines. So that's where I have to decide how big my cube is going to be. So I'm going to line up parallel, but then scoot over. Make sure my ruler is not tilted diagonal. Number 4, close with the crisscross. So here's my corner that I made. Here's my corner that I made. The left corner goes to the right point, and the right corner goes to the left point. And you might notice, so remember the horizon line is eye level. So if this were a landscape, this would be the sky, and this would be the ground. So this one is down below eye level. So you're looking down at it and you can see the top. This one is above eye level, almost floating in the sky, so we can look up and see the bottom. But I want you all to try 5 to 6 2-point cubes, just to make sure you really understand how to create that illusion of depth.